So hello everyone, today we are going to see about the union in C programming. In the last video, we have already gone through the structure. What do you mean by structure? How we can declare the structure? How we can access the data member using the structure variable. Now, today we are going to discuss about the union in C programming. So basically what it means union. So union is a special data type, or we can say it is a user defined data type in C. Like structure, it is also a user-defined data type, which will be worked on a different kinds of data. It is bind the different kinds of data into a single entity or single name, called an known as an structure name. Similarly, a union is also a user-defined data type. Union always start with a union keyword, just like a structure always start with the struct keyword, followed by the structure name. Similarly, union is also start with the union keyword UNRN union keyword, followed by the union name. Union name can be anything, but remember, whenever you are giving a name to any union or any structure or any functions, name should be relevant to your task. So it is easily understood by any person for what purpose we have defined this union or defined this structure or defined this function. So union always start with the union keyword followed by the union name. After that, there is an opening brace followed by the members of this union. There is a member definition. That means the number of variables you have to define, you have to declare under the union. After that, there is an close curly brace terminated with a semicolon. Okay. So likewise, you are going to define a union. Once you define the union, the second part is you have to declare a union variable just like of a structure variable. एक बार हमने structure define कर दिया, the very next step is you have to declare a structure variable. Same thing happen over here. Once you declare the union, once you define the union, the next part is you have to declare a union variable. You have to define the union variable. So there are two different ways you are going to define the you are going to declare the union variable immediately before the closing brace, that is immediately after the closing brace and before the semicolon. जहाँ पे आपका यूनियन कंप्लीट होता है, जहाँ पे आपका सेमिकोलन है, उसके पहले आप यहाँ पे वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. Otherwise you can also create the union variable under the main program also. Now we'll see a simple example of union. So include stdio.h, include string.h. We have created a union of a name data. We have created a union of a name data having the three members integer I, float f, and character str of 20. We have declared one union. The name of the union is data, and having three data members, or we can say three members integer, float, and character. As we already seen about the memory allocation for structure. If you're talking about a structured memory allocation, so in structure, in case of a structure, for every member variable, a separate memory would be allocated. If you are declaring the structure variable, like if you declare the three structure variable and the structure is having the three members, so for every variable, three different memory locations are allocated. But in case of a union, memory allocation is different. In union, it will see the highest data, highest memory location is required for the particular member. We have to find out the member which is required the highest memory location, which is required the highest size of memory location. It means that, for example, if you are having integer, float, and character, integer required 2 bytes, float required 4 bytes, and character required 1 byte. But with this str, the size is 20. That means it is an array of str, array of character, and the size is 20. That means that particular data member required a 20 byte. Character data type required 1 byte of memory location, but there is a size of 20, so it will allocate the 20 byte of memory location. And that same 20 byte of memory locations will be utilized by your other members also. Okay. For example, suppose if there are only two members, integer and float. Consider it, we are having only two members, integer and float. So integer required 2 bytes and float required 4 bytes. So which data member required more space? Float data type required a more space. That means for float data member will allocate the memory once, and the same memory locations will be utilized by the other members. It means that in union will allocate the memory for those member which required a more memory space. So once you allocate the memory, the same memory will be utilized, reutilized, or it will be shared by the other members also. Okay, so that is a major difference between the union and the structure. In structure, the separate memory location is allocated for every member variable, but in case of a union, the memory will be in the shared format. It is allocated only once and it is shared by the all other members. Okay. For example, in this case, we have written the main over here. We have created a data member, or we can say we have created a variable of union. So we have created data. So instead of data, if you are getting confused, uh, consider data instead of data. You have to consider d. Okay. So union data d. So d is a variable of a type data, and data is nothing but your union. So D is the variable of union. That means variable of union means the union is data, and data is nothing but it is a union. So in the next step, what we have written, data dot I is equal to 10. Data dot I हमने 10 डाल दिया. Data dot F is equal to 220.5. After that, strcpy data dot str comma C programming. So strcpy, it is a string copy function. What we are going to do, we are going to copy one string named as C programming. सी प्रोग्रामिंग हम कहाँ कॉपी कर रहे हैं, डेटा डॉट एस टी आर. डेटा डॉट एस टी आर मीन डेटा की जगह हमने डी यूज किया, दैट मीन्स इट इज अ डी डॉट एस टी आर. So D dot str में C programming. That means D is having three members because you have created the variable of the particular union known as data. डेटा का हमने D क्रिएट किया. So D में एक इंटीजर I है, एक फ्लोट F है और एक कैरेक्टर str है. That means we are having three different members. Okay, so in I what you have put it 10, in F what you have put it 220.5, and in str what you have written C programming. It is a string you have stored into the data dot d dot str. After that what we have written, printf data dot I. Date पहले पहले फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में हमने डेटा डॉट आई का वैल्यू प्रिंट किया. आफ्टर दैट डेटा डॉट एफ, डेटा is nothing but your d. Okay, d dot I, d dot f and d dot str. And finally what we have written, d dot str हमने प्रिंट किया. सो इस तरीके से अगर हम लोग ये प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं, ठीक है, वंस यू एग्जीक्यूट दिस प्रोग्राम यू विल गेट द आउटपुट लाइक वाइज. नीचे जो दिया है डेटा डॉट आई में आपका ये वैल्यू देगा, जबकि आपने डेटा डॉट आई में क्या स्टोर किया है, 10 स्टोर किया है, बट आउटपुट में आपका क्या है 1917853763, एक गार्बेज वैल्यू आपको मिला. वैसे डेटा डॉट एफ में आपके आपने 220.5 लिखा, सो व्हाट यू विल गेट अनदर गार्बेज वैल्यू. ओके, डेटा डॉट एस टी आर में आपको एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू मिला जो आपने स्टोर किया. ये ऐसा क्यों हुआ, बिकॉज what what it happened, because once your memory is allocated, that same memory is shared. So what you did, जैसे ही आपका ये मेमोरी अलोकेट हुआ, ठीक है, जैसे ही आपका ये 20 बाइट का मेमोरी अलोकेट हुआ, सो जैसे ही आपने ये मेमोरी अलोकेट किया तो आपका पहला आपने आई का वैल्यू स्टोर किया. ऐसे 20 बाइट आपके यानी 20 लोकेशन आपके रिजर्व है. ठीक है, ठीक है. सो व्हेन डेटा डॉट आई, डी डॉट आई में आपने 10 स्टोर किया तो पहले इसमें 10 चले गया, 10 चले गया. इमीडिएटली आपने डेटा डॉट एफ 220.5 लिखा है. सो जो 10 था इसी के ऊपर एक वैल्यू ओवरलैप हुआ, दैट इज 220.5. सो 220.5, 220.5 ये इसके ऊपर ओवरलैप हो गया. दैट मीन्स आपका 10 लॉस हो गया. फिर अगेन आपने क्या किया, डेटा डी डॉट एस टी आर में सी प्रोग्रामिंग स्टोर कर दिया. दैट मीन्स अगेन फिर 220.5 ये ओवरलैप हो गया, इसके ऊपर क्या आ गया, सी प्रोग्रामिंग आ गया, सी प्रोग्रामिंग आ गया, लाइक ये पूरा आ गया यहाँ पे, ठीक है। और बाद में आपने एक साथ क्या किया कि सारी वैल्यूज को हमने प्रिंट कर दिया, डेटा डॉट आई प्रिंट किया, दैट मीन्स डी डॉट आई प्रिंट किया, डी डॉट एफ प्रिंट किया, डी डॉट एस टी आर प्रिंट किया। So value overlap होते चले गए. So when you print the d dot I, you will get a garbage value. When you print the d dot f, you will get a garbage value. When you print the d dot str, you will get exact value. पहले 10 गया, उसके ऊपर 220 चढ़ाया, उसके ऊपर सी प्रोग्रामिंग हमने एंटर किया, सी प्रोग्रामिंग हमने स्टोर किया। सो फाइनली हमारा d डॉट str का आंसर सही आया, दैट मीन्स राइट आया हुआ है, बट रेस्ट ऑफ द वैल्यू i एंड f के लिए हम लोगों का गार्बेज वैल्यू है। Once you correct this value, why it happens? Because in union the memory will be shared. Once it is allocated, it is shared by all the member variables. So for that, what we have to do, once you declare the variable of particular union, so what you have to do, once you store the values, जैसे for example data का हमने d create किया है, so d dot I is equal to 10, so immediately you have to print the value d dot I, so you will get a correct answer, you will get a 10. Now in this case you will get a 10 answer. After that d dot f you have stored 220.5, so f में हमने 220.5 स्टोर किया, so immediately you have to print the value of d dot f. After that strcpy data d dot str में हमने c प्रोग्रामिंग स्टोर कर दिया, immediately you have to print the d dot str, so you will get a correct answer. But you have, once you assign the value or once you initialize some variable with a particular value and at last you are going to print the values of all the variables, you will get the answer wrong. It means that you will get a garbage value, because in case of a union your memory will be in shared form. Okay, so in this case you can easily understood from this particular example. So we have declared a structure of emp. Under the structure of emp we are having two variable, character s and character y, character x और character y दो variables है. So character required 1 byte and float required 4 byte. So once you create a variable of this structure, structure का variable e create किया है, उसे e जो नाम e नाम का जो variable है, e नाम का जो structure variable हमने create किया, उसमें दो मेंबर्स के लिए अलग अलग मेमोरी लोकेशन रिजर्व होगा, दैट मींस एक x के लिए रिजर्व होगा तो दूसरा y के लिए रिजर्व होगा, ठीक है। आफ्टर दैट वंस यू क्रिएट वन मोर वेरिएबल ऑफ दिस स्ट्रक्चर, e1 क्रिएट किया, तो e1 के लिए भी हमारे पास क्या रहेगा, एक कैरेक्टर के लिए दैट मींस एक x के लिए मेमोरी लोकेट रहेगा, एक y के लिए मेमोरी लोकेशन रिजर्व हो जाएगा। बट इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट यूनियन, सपोज हमने emp नाम का यूनियन बनाया जिसमें कैरेक्टर x है, फ्लोट y है। अब ये दोनों में से कैरेक्टर x और फ्लोट y, कैरेक्टर रिक्वायर्ड 1 बाइट एंड फ्लोट रिक्वायर्ड 4 बाइट, it means that it will allocate the 4 byte of memory locations. It will allocate the 4 byte of memory location, and that same memory locations will be used for x as well as for y. Okay, so that is the major difference between memory allocation for union as well as the structure. Now what is the difference between structure and union? Most widely asked question in the examinations also. So basically what it means, what is the difference between structure and union? The very first difference is every memory has its own memory space, or every member has its own memory space. And in case of a union, all the members use the same memory space. Structure में हर एक member variable के लिए अलग अलग memory allocate होता है. In case of a union, memory will be allocated only once. It is reused or it is shared by all the member variable. It can handle all the member or few as required at a time. It can handle all the members at a time. It means that if you initialize all the members with some particular value, you're going to print all the values at a time, you will get a correct answer. But in case of a union, it can handle only one member at a time. That means in the previous example what we have seen, once you store a particular value in a particular member variable, immediately you have to use that value. If you're going to store another value into the existing memory, so your previous data will get lost. Okay, then in case of a structure, struct keyword will be used. In case of a union keyword will be used. After that, in structure it may be initialized with all its member, but obvious we are going to initialize all the member variables. And in case of a union, you have to initialize only one member at a time. You cannot initialize all the members. If you initialize all the members, so your last member will give a correct answer. Your last member will last member will store the appropriate value. The other data will get lost. Other previous data, whatever you are going to store, whatever you have stored in the previous member variable will get lost. After that, different interpretations for the same memory locations are not possible. Different interpretations for the same is possible. That means the same memory locations. That means for every member variable, the separate memory is allocated so that interpretation for the same memory locations are not possible. We are not going to share the memory over here. In case of union, there is an interpretation for same interpretation. It's a different interpretations for the same possible. That means we can use the same memory locations for the different kinds of variable or different kinds of member. So interpretations is possible. In case of a structure, storage, more storage is required because individual members will require the individual space. In case of union, it is a minimum storage space is required because the memory is in shared form. After that, there is a syntax for structure and there is a union syntax for union. Okay, so these are the differences between structure and union. Hope you all are understood the concept of union and the difference between structure and union also. So thank you one and all. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.